FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
You're saying that the bottom quintile, say 20%, the 20% poorest American citizens are disproportionately hurt. And they're actually hurt. That's in absolute terms, they're worse off than they would be if we did not have immigration. So the question would be, what is the moral argument on which you prefer the well-being of the bottom quintile of American citizens, who, although they may be worse off, are still better off than those poor folks in Mexico? Under what is the argument that permits you, in good conscience, to prefer the well-being of these people over the well-being of middle-class folks or working folks in El Paso over the poor folks in Ciudad Juarez who want to move to El Paso?
It's called patriotism. We have a greater obligation to our fellow Americans than we do to foreigners. That is a moral statement. It's not a factual statement in some sense. In other words, you can disagree with that. And there are a lot of people who do. The Wall Street Journal, I have to say, disagrees with that, doesn't see the what one philosopher calls concentric circles of obligation, where your own family is most important to you, your countrymen, and then humanity as a whole. We have to have priorities. And there are going to be those who say impoverishing American poor people a little bit is worth the increase in income, the significant increase in income that an immigrant would experience coming from, say, Central America.
Right.
My answer is no. I mean, this is a political question, and my contention is I have a greater obligation to my fellow countrymen than to foreigners. And if we have that debate, I'd love to have it, because the supporters of expanded immigration and effectively open borders are very seldom going to be explicit in saying they have no greater obligation to somebody in Bed-Stuy or South Central.
But that is central to what's going on
It
here.
is clearly central to what's going on.